turn that.
All right, welcome to Section 325 Podcast. We are back and ready for some football.
We're back. It's been a while, it feels like.
It's been a minute, but how exciting. Are you just like giddy? It's like better than Christmas morning. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know. I saw some pumpkin beer the other day at the store, and man, fall's just right around the corner. It's in the air. Football, that means football's coming back. And that means we get to see the Cowboys totally embarrass themselves again soon. So
here's the deal. Usually it's bittersweet for me that football's starting because I'm like, man, summer's coming to an end. But it's football season. But I feel like we had a great long summer of great weather.
Yeah.
Got to do all
here.
the things.
Yeah.
And now that football's here, I'm not going to feel bad sitting on my couch all day on an 80-degree day in early September.
Yeah.
Although I won't, because I'll be at the stadium for the first 2 games of the year.
First 2 games? Let's go.
First 2 out of 3.
Rams
and Titans? I can't remember this.
Are you going to any preseason?
No. In fact, I donated those to some charities, and I've donated 4 games this year. 2 preseason and 2 regular.
So we got preseason. We got the Vikings, the Packers,
Panthers
the Lions.
is the other game.
Oh, Panthers. I like the start there. I like the start to the year. We got a nice little softies, hopefully.
Yeah.
Rams, Panthers. We don't know. The Rams could come out and be pretty good, but they could also just be.
I was thinking about the Rams. You know, I saw some. Oh gosh, who's the wide receiver?
Cooper Kupp.
I
didn't know that he was 30.
Yeah,
I thought he was like 26 or something. It seems like he hasn't been in the league that long.
Well,
but
I think that he played 4 full years at
Did he get a master's degree at Eastern Washington?
Well, Eastern was the only college interested in him.
Yeah, at least he had one.
At least
I didn't have any.
One. And I'll never forget going to a WSU game, and Eastern came in, beat him first game of the year. And I was like, who is this wide receiver and this quarterback? The quarterback looked all world. I don't even know what his name is. And then there's this Cooper Kupp. That's the first I'd heard about him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's a stud. And he's just transferred.
Pride of Yakima. Yeah.
But I did see some play on like TikTok or something, and he literally, dove for the ball.
I saw that.
Hands.
And Stetson Bennett. Bennett threw him a dime.
He did.
Man.
So then I'm thinking about it.
I saw something where Stetson Bennett was teammates with Sony Michel his freshman year at Georgia. And now this is Stetson Bennett's rookie year, and Sony Michel has played 4 years in the league, has 2 Super Bowls. Yeah, 5 has 2 Super Bowls and retired within that amount of time where Stetson Bennett's been in college.
Those rings have gotten so big he can't lift his hands up to catch the ball.
He can't anymore.
So
he can't. Yeah, good for him. But I'm excited. It feels like every year it feels like football gets more and more exciting. It's still America's sport. Everyone loves it. Not everyone, but it's a tradition. Mm-hmm. You know, even my wife, we were talking about how we're just looking forward to quiet Sunday afternoons, watch the games.
Is your wife a big fan as you are?
No. She just doesn't know the game very well. Mm-hmm. You know, she doesn't know like what third down means but she likes the Seahawks.
Her dad failed her growing up.
Not as much of a football. He's a little bit of a football fan, but
some people, most of the girls that I've ever met are just like your wife.
They just it's harder for her.
They don't hate it.
But I've met some that are just diehard fans. You know.
Oh, I have too.
But yeah, she loves it. She likes us to watch the games.
Yeah.
Owen's watching the games. He'll be watching the games with me.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun for you with Owen.
Oh yeah. Yep. Owen Eugene Davis.
Well, my girlfriend's 2-year-old, right? I've taught him to. I'll be like, "See," and he's like, "Hawks." And he has to throw his arms up in the air. Oh man, it's the best.
The same.
I'm gonna take him to a game. I think he's gonna love it.
Oh yeah, he'll be hooked. I
hope so.
Do you think he'll take him this young?
2 years old.
I've just been debating.
Well, it's a free seat at 2. Once they're 3, then you have to pay for the seat. But which is silly. I'm like, 3 really should be.
What's
4.
the difference?
But, either way, when I used to take my daughters when they were little, we would go and they would love everything. You get up in the morning. There was breakfast at the hotel. You get to the stadium early. We're at Touchdown City. You're getting the face paint, you're kicking balls, you're throwing balls, you're running all over, getting free stuff. And then we'd get up to the stands. They would get some food for them before the game would start. And then the game would start, and they were like this.
They love the experience, but not the game part.
Up till kickoff. Yeah. Everything till kickoff. And then it was like...
Well, it depends on the years you were going. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? They've been to 3 Super Bowls since I've had my season tickets. It's my 20th
something to it.
Season coming up.
I think...
pure blessing.
The last year of Russell Wilson or so, those are pretty boring games to go to. They're always fun.
Russell just lost his magic. He didn't have that magic.
Yeah.
And part of me was like, okay, he doesn't want to be there. Yeah. But then you saw his first year in Denver, and you're like, is he just slipping a little bit, or was it that bad of coaching? Like
I think
Sean
we'll see.
Payton
I think that kind of takes us to our first headline here.
Yeah.
Our producer has it up on the screen here. Anonymous. Okay. Sean Payton came out, had said some words about Hackett, and had said, this is probably maybe the worst coaching job of all time, and how he's having to fix everything and all that. And Hackett had a problem with it and came out and kind of defended himself. So what's your take on that? Do you think that Sean Payton was in the right to be able to break the coach's code and kind of call Hackett out there?
I think that Aaron Rodgers was right when he said, like, what good did that do Sean Payton to just to badmouth another coach? Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it goes without saying. I think it was probably the worst coaching job we've probably ever seen at the head coaching position. And there might be fans of other teams that would be like, no way, this guy's an idiot. What about so-and-so, right? So if you have a bad coach that was on your team for a year and you think he was worse than Hackett, we want to know about it. But
maybe
that was a horrible job because, they have a good defense. They got their quarterback, right? Like they thought that was the missing piece. And they were so excited for Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. And who was it? Did Russell Wilson just fall off that bad? Did the whole team just decide not? Because if you look at their first couple games, they should have beat Seattle. They fumbled twice on the goal line.
Melvin Gordon fumbled twice on the goal line.
Twice on the goal line. And then they didn't call a timeout down the stretch. Yeah. They let the clock run off like 30, 40 seconds. They should have beat Seattle.
Yeah, they should have.
But they didn't, and it set us up for some success.
Well, and if they would have scored if they would have averaged 20 points a game, they would have been 11-6.
I know. So, and then they beat the 49ers week 2.
Yeah, they did.
Like 13-10 or
something.
They
did. Yeah, and they should have started off 2-0.
Yeah.
But my opinion is I think that head coaching jobs in the NFL are zero grace positions. Mm-hmm. You don't unless you're Bill Belichick or Pete Carroll, you have a bad year, maybe you deserve some, but it's a results league. So I don't know if you're Hackett, I just don't know why you'd be stepping up and saying anything. You should just focus on your job.
Yeah, Hackett should just let it go.
Let it go. Left it off. Sean Payton's a Hall of Fame coach.
Sean Payton didn't even.
He didn't have to say anything, but I think he's trying to fire up his team. He doesn't need to say anything.
I'm sure he was hearing a lot, right, from the guys.
If you're a Denver fan, I think it's good for your confidence.
Oh gosh, this is so much better. Why were we?
If you can't, let's be honest, if you can't manage the clock right, the first game of if you can't manage the clock right with a minute left, and you're putting the ball out of Russell Wilson's hands, trying to have your kicker kick a 65-yard field goal. It's just not setting your team up well for future success.
Who in the league has more pressure than Sean Payton and Russell Wilson?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Who has more pressure to win?
Sean Payton or Russell Wilson, or does anybody else have more pressure than them? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, who has more pressure than that quarterback and head coach combined?
I think maybe a little bit is on Aaron Rodgers, but I don't think it's the same. I think that Russell and Sean Payton have more pressure to win. I think Aaron has a couple good games. They make it to the playoffs. Everyone's happy, but. Yeah. Other than that, I can't think of anyone that has the same pressure. Maybe Bill Belichick has some pressure this year. I mean, he's had a couple so-so years, but not the same as if Russell and Sean come out and they have another 4-12 year, 5-11 year. I mean, it's going to be real. Russell will be kind of done.
Well, I don't think that they can even just compete, right? I think they have to win.
Yeah.
They have to win.
I think Brock Purdy has a lot of pressure on him, too. I don't think he has the same pressure they have, but
Purdy
he's
does
kind of
have
comes out
pressure.
and he performed as good as he possibly could, and now he has to come out and do that same thing or get
Do you
better.
think has he been named the starter over Trey Lance?
I think Darnold and Purdy are kind of neck and neck. I think Lance is third string right now.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But I think it's clear Purdy has the job. If he's ready to go, he has the job. So I think there's some pressure there. But other than that, I mean, not a lot of pressure. I mean, the Chiefs, they don't have pressure because they've won so many Super Bowls now. The Bills always kind of have pressure.
Did you watch The Quarterback on Netflix?
I have.
How hard is it to
first 4
actually
episodes.
listen to Patrick Mahomes talk?
It's just it gets a little bit awkward after a while, but
I can't even. It's so.
Hermit the Crab, Hermit
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog,
Yeah.
Hermit the Crab, Hermit the Crab,
Hermit the Crab. Kermit
the Frog, yeah.
Yeah, he literally has the worst voice in NFL history.
But seeing his workouts, pretty amazing though.
Worst. Oh my god!
Seeing his workouts though, I mean,
we gotta post that up
I got
there.
a lot of respect for how
That's
well he's
getting
taking
posted.
care of his body, and yeah, he's pretty. His workouts are pretty intense.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
The work that he puts in during the week after getting beat up in one game and going into the next week,
Yeah.
and the work that he's putting in to get his body ready. I thought that guy was a really great trainer, and some of the stuff that he was doing was explosive type workouts, not just your normal workout. He's doing explosive stuff to get that body ready. Like he just didn't give it a break.
Yep.
Like that just becomes the norm. The muscle memory, right? It's
Agreed.
so.
Yeah, I think everybody
But-
kind of gained more respect for Kirk Cousins too.
Oh my gosh, I
You know?
posted that on our Facebook page. Like, how do you not like Kirk Cousins more after watching that? What a normal dude who has, the media almost made it sound like nobody likes Kirk Cousins on the team.
That's
But-
kind of the way that it's just it's hard. Yeah, I think people just don't respect him maybe like they should, but they should.
But his teammates
You know?
love him.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a humble guy.
Humble.
He's working as hard as he can. Hard not to like that.
family
you know?
man. His little trophy room.
Yeah, but you did hear Justin Jefferson didn't put Kirk Cousins in his top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Wow.
So I don't know.
He might have did that on purpose.
Maybe he's doing that on purpose to fire him up.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe Kirk is not as humble.
But
as
Kirk
we
had a
think.
humble response to it. He said, he gets it or whatever. But and in reality, he's not a top 5 quarterback in the league. But
No, he's top 10.
but
I'd
he's
give him
top 10. Where did we put him? We did our list like 3 or 4
Yeah.
months ago. I can't remember.
Do
where
you
we
have
put
that
him.
list, Aaron, of our quarterbacks?
I can't remember where we did with that. But yeah, no, it was a great show. But yeah, let's. I mean, obviously the Hackett Peyton situation is going to be interesting to watch that play out. And they don't play each other, or do they?
Broncos and
Broncos, Jets. I think they do. Week 5.
oh wow,
I think they play each other week 5. So that'll be
that'll be
pretty interesting game. How about Aaron Rodgers just kind of being he's
my
Mr.
coaches-
Gracious and Mr. I take less money now. I mean,
Yeah,
what do you contribute that to?
he would never have done that in Green Bay.
Why would he do that? What do you contribute that to?
Oh, he's definitely getting paid. It's just looking different. But
Yeah.
I think he knows the end is near. He's 39 years old. He's going to be 40 next year. I mean, he's literally 2 seasons removed from an back-to-back MVP trophies and for the season.
Yeah.
And he needs another Super Bowl to really, I mean, he's already going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And he's got his 1 Super Bowl, and that's any player entering would want at least 1, right?
Yeah.
But I think Aaron Rodgers, the kind of quarterback that he is, and he wants that second one.
Yeah.
And he wants to do it with another team.
Yeah.
And off the top of my head, the only quarterback I can think who's done that with 2 different teams is Tom Brady.
Brady and Warner went to the Super Bowl with 2 different teams, but he didn't win.
Right.
The second one. And then Manning.
Manning did win 2
did
Super
the
Bowls with 2 different
Colts and the
that's right.
Broncos. Would have won 3, but they didn't show up for one of those.
Yeah,
but,
they were the all-time prolific offense in NFL history going into Super Bowl 48 against the Seahawks.
Yep.
What was the final score? 43
to 8. Yeah.
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 It was a dominating performance by the
Hawks.
There we go.
See.
Hawks.
I think. What was I? Gosh. Speaking of Legion of Boom, what do you think of Richard Sherman taking over for Shannon Sharp on Undisputed?
Wow.
Spitting.
You're getting all
Skip.
skip.
We're not gonna have that anymore. But I think that's a good match. I think that's a good.
When I
mix.
saw that, I thought, wow, they couldn't have got a better guy.
And every Friday, Lil Wayne's coming on.
Oh, really? Lil Wayne?
Little Richard Sherman,
So
Skip
what's going
Bayless,
on
and Lil
with
Wayne.
Shannon Sharp.
I think he just is. I don't know.
What's
I
he
have no
gonna do?
idea. Yeah, I don't know.
He's like 50-something years old, never been married, no kids.
Yeah.
What does a guy like that do?
A lot of options.
How do you pay for all your Gucci belts and bags?
A lot of options. I don't know. I have no idea what he'll do.
Maybe he's got so much money, he's just gonna sail
He just
off
is
in the
hanging out.
sunset.
Yeah. I mean, I can't blame the guy. I mean, come on.
Skip.
That was what we did for our top
is this
receivers
it?
and everything. But
That's the receivers one.
so
I can't find the quarterbacks, guys. Sorry.
that's all right. That's all right. I think we had Kirk at like 14 or 15, if I remember right. So
yeah, we'll have to go back.
but
and
we'll
see if we
revisit
find
it. I think we take this moment, to kind of and thank our sponsors. It's been a while since we had a show, and all of our sponsors, I'm sure, are super busy as well. But
Well,
just
Steve
couple
Novotny,
shout out
number 66,
up and comer lender in the country.
number 66 in the country.
Yeah,
in a down market.
yeah, I know. Yeah, pretty awesome. I mean, he's been doing it for a long time and works hard every day. Great guy to go to, and just turned 35 too. So shout out to Steve turning 35.
Wow, 35, getting up there, Steve.
And then of course we've got Blair Bentley, Best Day Creations.
Best day. Creations.
Wedding season. It's never too early to start planning your wedding for next year, or if you're planning a winter wedding. Blair's your go-to. I mean, it's key to have that person to organize everything so you can just enjoy that day. So remember Blair at Best Day Creations.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of coffee, Life Public House.
Yeah. Yep.
Dave over there at Life Public House is doing all kinds of events. He's got karaoke. He's got live music constantly. So it's not just your everyday coffee and restaurant for food. Get in there and check out some of the events that Life Public House is doing. Right there downtown on the lake. You can see the lake from their back deck.
Yep.
Really a great place. And Dave's doing a great job with all that. And RoofMax.
Yeah.
RoofMax. So
Yeah.
if you want to add 5 extra years to your roof, your asphalt roof, reach out to Nick Johnson at RoofMax, and you can continually do that. And what Nick kind of told us this morning in our BNI group is that they're not putting as much. I can't remember what they're not putting as much of in the asphalt roofing. Probably the asphalt.
Yeah.
He said like a 30-year roof is only getting like 17 years, but with his product, he literally can put that on there and extend that roof to get the 30 years that the roof is designed to get.
Right.
Because it's like adding lotion to your skin. It's moisturizing the shingles again to repel water and weather.
It's a great product. Great product.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You looking at me?
Seeing if you were
What are you
gonna
looking at?
spit again. Hey, Skip.
We got one
Skip.
more of our sponsors. We got Brienne Oliveira.
Yeah.
CDA Fitness 1-on-1. She does a great job if you're looking for personal training. It's a great time of year to do that. She does a great job, super affordable too.
Yeah.
So contact her, CDA Fitness 1-on-1.
Her and her husband are building their own house right now. I think they just got done.
Yeah, tiny home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she knows how to work out and build tiny homes.
But they can't build too much muscle if their home is too tiny.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
That was
pretty bad.
Yeah, let's cut that out. Cut that.
Whether you're looking to improve your strength, build muscle, lose fat, increase mobility, optimize your overall health, contact CDA Fitness 1-on-1 for your free consultation today. Just mention Section 325 podcast when you do that.
Yes. And then you definitely want to plan for the future with investing, retirement, and financial planning at Country Financial. And reach out to Jared Shippey. But you can also handle your auto, home insurance through him and life.
All in one.
Yeah,
all in one. That's cool.
And
That's
he'll
cool.
make you money on the money you're spending.
That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make money, make more money.
That's the key. We can't, you have to have multiple streams of income, right?
Yep.
Look at Michael Jordan.
Look at all the NFL running backs.
He didn't just make money on his contract with the Bulls. He made money on endorsements. And then he made money on appearances. I mean, the guy makes money on everything.
Yeah, he does.
Man.
He's
Wouldn't it be
genius.
nice if we had some endorsements?
We got time.
People start wearing the Section 325
We got
podcast
time.
shoes.
We got some. We'll get some swagger one day.
Yeah.
So let's.
Dude,
What else we got? We got to get into
Justin Fields in the top 5 quarterbacks already.
I mean, I think he's got a chance to do that, but he's got to prove it a little bit more.
I think he's a talent. I'm Justin Fields fan, but I'm like top 5 already over Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Kirk Cousins would be in the top 5 because you got Mahomes, Allen, Hurts. You got maybe Rodgers. Put Rodgers in there. Who else am I missing? Oh, Burrow.
Yeah.
There's probably a couple.
Burrowhead my ass.
So in think Fields is like at that 7 or 8 spot in my opinion, and maybe 8 or 9. But he's got to prove himself one more year.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, the way that they played last year, he looked good playing, but they didn't win a lot of games the way he played. So
No,
we'll have to see if it translates.
He was
But
more of a
I'm going to
runner.
have him probably as my keeper for fantasy, so I'm hoping for a breakout year, another breakout year. But
He seems like a super humble guy. So they had DJ Moore and him on NFL Network. They're having an interview. DJ Moore does not eat meat. He's a vegetarian.
oh wow,
And of course, Fields is like, yeah, he eats everything.
yeah,
Yeah, he eats all the meat. Glizzies. Then the guy interviewing, he's like, "What's a glizzy?" He's like, "Oh, it's a hot dog." He's like, "Oh, when did that happen?" They're like, "Oh, a couple of years ago, they started calling them glizzies."
oh yeah. We had a lot of glizzies at my brot's bachelor party.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
They were good. Yeah, me and hot dogs, we got a good relationship.
If people don't know, I think it's one of the first games I took you to, maybe, or second or third. I don't know what it was. But there was one game where Zach showed up with literally armfuls of hot dogs, and you were handing them out. Hey,
I showed up like in the middle of the game. I didn't show up to the stadium with them.
no, but in the middle, you went and bought them, and you're just handing them out.
I went and bought them, and I was handing them out. I'm a generous guy. I like to shout out to the dog.
You didn't just do
The
it once
glizzies.
either. I think you went on a hot dog run at least three
Probably a
times
couple
during
times.
the game. Yeah.
You got to make sure people are taken care of.
And every time you brought one, I was like, all right, I'll have a hot dog. I just kept eating.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So what? Are you a fantasy football guy?
I hate fantasy football.
Really? Why?
I just don't enjoy it. They used to be fun. The first one I did, we gathered up at some restaurant. Everybody's getting beers, having fun, making fun of each other. And then all of a sudden, everybody started doing the online stuff where nobody got together.
It's not as intimate. Yeah.
Yeah, it just was boring. And then the best part was the draft for me.
Yep.
And then
It is the best part. I mean, the draft is.
to have to
Whoa. The draft is the best part usually.
Yeah, but then to have to remember to set your lineup, and I'm just excited to watch football, right? And
Yeah.
I will tell you, the only thing that makes fantasy football great is when you get to that Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
And let's say, they never put the greatest games on Monday night. I don't know what it is. So you probably have like the Lions.
I know why, because there's a lot of Cowboy games.
Right? And it was the Lions playing the Jets back when they were both losing. I'm like, why would they put these teams on Monday night?
I think this is the year where they can flex Thursday night games too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to have a running back on there that it's on your squad, right? And you're like, oh, I need him to get 3 touchdowns. Well, you're rooting for that. So that always made
It's kind
the
of
Monday
fun.
night game.
It makes it more interesting to watch. Yeah.
I don't know why Sunday night does such a much better job of picking
It's just I think it's
great
just the
games.
game. Yeah. It's
and
just
Thursday
Sunday night.
seems to be okay.
Nothing
but
better than a Sunday night game,
Monday they just struggle with some
Yeah.
of their picks.
Yeah. Maybe they try to switch it up.
Tonight we've got the Browns and the Cardinals, big matchup of 2 fourth-place teams in their division, both coming in at 3-10. What?
Week 1, Buffalo, New York. That's a pretty
Okay,
good
that's
one.
a good
That's
one.
a good one. And of course, Aaron Rodgers. The Jets are going to be on like every primetime game possible this year. Week 2, you have a doubleheader. You have the Saints against the Panthers. I don't know who picked that one. This is one of those. So the next week you have one of those weeks. The Saints, Panthers, and the Browns, Steelers.
Well, they're 2 divisional games, so
yeah,
and
divisional games. But I mean,
they always do the doubleheader to start the year.
And then you've got week 3, a couple doubleheaders in a row.
Really?
For Monday night games. Yeah.
Interesting.
Eagles, Bucks. I mean, the Eagles will be fun to watch, but come on, that's going to be a straight up
Baker
slaughter.
Mayfield is he even going to get the nod, the starting nod?
I mean, we all know Baker Mayfield in prime time.
Oh, yeah. Man, see what we did to the Raiders last year.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got the Rams, Bengals that night.
Okay.
I mean, those are okay. We got some good quarterback play. Stetson Bennett, against Burrow.
You think he's starting over Stafford?
And we've got then we got Monday night. Oh, then we've got Seattle, New York.
That's Monday night?
That's a Monday night game on October 2nd in New York.
Oh, wow.
Yep, we got a Seattle Giants, week 4. So,
well, we all remember what happened last time Seattle was in New York.
We got to fly all the way to New York. Yeah, it'll be. That's a good
8.
game. I mean, I think that's a good game. But if you're like a Bucks fan and you live in Tampa, that's a game you're not going to watch that game probably. We are going to watch that game. And if you're, it's New York, so
you're darn right.
And
2
then the following
teams.
week you have Packers Raiders. No one's going to watch that game. Why would that even be a game?
None of those teams made the playoffs.
And
week before,
the
Seattle, the Giants, and the Seahawks were in both. Is it leaking?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, wow.
Boogers or something?
Yeah, let's not. Let's move along before we start deciding what.
We don't know what that is.
Mold on the bottom of your cup.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
There it is. Look, Browns and Jets.
Yeah, we got week 6, of course, Cowboys Chargers. It'll be a pretty good game. But
yeah, that's a good game.
Niners Vikings, probably a good game again.
Yep, that's a good game.
That's week 8. Raiders again.
Raiders
another
again.
Monday night game against Detroit.
What is the draw for the Raiders?
A lot of Raider fans out there.
Oh, well, I guess they have Garoppolo now.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you've got Jets Chargers, another Jets game. Chargers again. And then you've got Broncos Bills. That'll be an interesting game. Philadelphia, Kansas City. Good game. Really good game. Jeez.
I'm excited.
Money game right
there.
there.
I am excited to see how Wilson plays this year.
Bears, Vikings. Bengals, Jaguars. That'll be a really good game.
Yeah.
And then we've got Green Bay, New York.
Oh.
That'll be interesting.
The Jets or the Giants?
We've got Green Bay, New York, and this is and then we've got Tennessee and the Dolphins.
Wow.
Weird. Yeah.
See, this is your Monday Night Football lineup.
Monday Night Football lineup here. Cowboys, Lions, Baltimore, Niners. That'll be a good game. Ravens, Niners.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've got some good matchups.
Yeah, I think they did okay this year.
Yeah.
But
you never know. Like, you go to some of these, and the Patriots could be 4-11, and the game doesn't matter.
That's
so
very
you just
true.
don't know, where these teams are going to be.
Let's say Belichick continues to lose because, he's close to being the winningest coach in NFL history.
Yeah.
So I think he's trying to stick around for that. Do you think the Patriots even fire him after what he's done, or they let him go out on his own?
I think it's possible this year that they would split ways. I don't know if they would call it firing him, but they would maybe just part ways.
Let him.
I mean, I think they're kind of due for a reset. I don't know. It just seems like they have nobody. They're going to be strong at running back. Mac Jones is okay. They have no receivers still.
No receivers. They did draft a receiver, but they always have good defensive ends. They got that one guy. He wears the single number, like 9 or 6.
Yeah. I can't, Judon or something.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
That guy's everywhere on the field.
And then they had a good draft pick, Christian Gonzalez. They're going to be strong. I mean, but they're in the toughest division probably in football with Bills, Dolphins, and the Jets this year.
Yeah. So speaking of the Dolphins, what are the chances that Tua makes it through a season? I mean, how do you just all of a sudden you're going to be okay from taking?
Let's do that. Top 5 players to most likely get hurt.
Okay, Tua's number 1.
Top 5 players that won't last the whole year on offense.
Okay, on offense.
So do you think Tua's number 1?
Tua's number 1.
I want to put Christian McCaffrey on that list.
Yeah,
high chance. He's never really played a full season. He's had a lot of injuries. Last year, he played all season. I mean, he was healthy all season. and I just think it's likely that he's gonna get hurt. I hope he doesn't. Mm-hmm. I hope nobody does, but I think it's likely for him to get hurt.
Oof,
Maybe put him at number 2.
Yeah, Tua.
And if he does, I mean, I think the Niners will be a way different team. Still be good, but not as good. Let's see on offense, offensive players.
Oh, how about our old running back, Penny?
Oh, Penny is.
He's with the Eagles.
Penny
now.
shouldn't even be on a list. He should just be in just an entire different bracket.
They did tier some running backs.
I think he might stay healthy this year.
I think it was ESPN or Sunday Night Football. They tiered up the running backs, and he was in tier 5.
Yeah, he's a good running back when he's healthy.
He is a good running back when he's healthy.
I think he's going to have a healthy year this year. Let's see, running backs.
What about DK Estridge?
He's suspended for 6 games. Did you see that?
But he'll come back for 1 and then instantly get hurt again.
Yeah, he'll be. But those are,
what did I call
Penny
DK
and DK.
Did I call him DK Estridge?
D Estridge. Those are guys that they're not really household names though. I mean, they're just kind of.
Did anybody pick up Dalvin Cook yet?
Not yet, but I think he's going to go to the Jets probably. That's what it's looking like. I think let's see. I think, man, other than those 2 guys, those are like the 2 for sures. I think it's likely.
Oh, what about Garoppolo? Garoppolo has trouble staying healthy.
He gets hurt a lot. So we probably could put him on the list. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jimmy G.
Well, what about Purdy? What about any quarterback for the Niners? Do they all stay healthy?
There's no chance.
Because remember,
There's
Trey
no
Lance,
chance.
He tore his whatever against the Seahawks. Was it his knee or? I think it was his knee.
Yeah, I think it was. I think, I mean, it's tough to pick. Oh, Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams on that list for sure. Jamal Adams is definitely on that list.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet, how many plays do you think he lasts?
I think that he gets injured all the time. I think when he's chewing food, he's biting his tongue or his cheeks. He just can't do anything.
He's just a guy that has so much energy, so much enthusiasm, so much. He just can't stay just neutral.
No.
Take a page out of Russell Wilson's book. Stay neutral.
Yeah, stay neutral.
But Jamal Adams definitely. I think he lasts 4 plays.
Do you remember?
First 4 plays are going to be great. We're going to say how great of a defense we have, and then he's going to be hurt.
Do you remember Russell Wilson taking his family up camping in Montana, and he wore the cowboy hat and the boots?
Well, I heard he's going to replace what's his face on Yellowstone.
Oh, really? Wow.
Kevin Costner. Russell Wilson is going to replace Kevin Costner on Yellowstone.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
Makes sense.
Great look for it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect mentality too. Just a rancher.
Yeah, big time because he's a
big time rancher. Yeah. So I do remember that time.
Well,
those are the top 4. One more guy. We got.
Now that Cooper Kupp has gotten hurt last year, does he make it through a season again?
I don't think he makes it through another season.
The body doesn't heal up as fast.
He's already been hurt this year.
What about Matthew Stafford? He's been getting hurt a lot.
I think he makes it through a season.
Okay.
I think he's a pretty tough guy, in general. I think he just...
another guy that gets hurt a lot is the Ravens' new... Did he go to the Ravens?
Odell Beckham?
No, not Beckham. Who's the guy that was with the Cardinals?
Hopkins.
Who
He doesn't get hurt that much. Titans?
Oh, he did go to the
He went to where wide receivers go to die, really.
Yeah.
So... It'll be a fun year. Oh, yeah, Kyler Murray. Tim Patrick's already hurt.
Yeah.
He already's out for the year.
Do you still think Kyler Murray runs like a toddler?
I do.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting team. I mean, they have a serial killer coach. But apparently he's running a tight ship there.
He does look like a serial killer.
Well, he acts like one.
Oh,
he acts like one.
So
he goes,
cringe, that guy.
Choo. This was choo, 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 choo. Speed.
Choo, choo. There he is. Look at a little toddler. Hey, come get me. Oh my gosh.
He is an amazing talent, though, I will say. I mean, if he's got a lot of skill and a lot of talent.
Yeah, he does.
Look at that. That's like Russell Wilson, year 1. I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, Russell was amazing year 1. He was amazing. He just made things happen. He literally, year 1, he really made us win.
He did.
And then year 2, it was our Super Bowl year.
Yeah.
That was our defense.
Yeah.
And he just plugged in nicely.
So we got preseason coming up. we got preseason coming up this week. Seahawks versus Vikings. So
yeah, Kirk Cousins. You think Kirk Cousins will play week one?
No.
Do you think Geno plays?
No,
I think Geno plays.
I don't think so.
I think Geno wants to play.
I think he wants to play. I don't think he sees it. I don't think he sees it.
One series?
I think he sees a series or two end of the year. I think Drew Lock's putting on the Drew Lock show. And then I don't know who our backup is, but
yeah, I don't know either. We did draft a guy, didn't we?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Let's see. Seahawks quarterbacks.
I thought we picked up a quarterback.
What are we looking for? What are we looking for in training camp? What are we looking for from the Hawks in training camp?
Well, I want to see. You know what I want to see is you know how the Legion of Boom used to play, just swarming fast. They were intimidating, and I would compare that to the way the Niners have been the last couple years.
Yeah.
I remember the year we swept them, especially. Last year I was prepared for it, but 2 years ago we swept them, and I don't even know how because their defense, they literally have 9 guys on a tackle. Like it is tremendous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I want to see that out of our defense.
That kind of energy.
Do you
see that kind of energy? Do you think you see that kind of energy in preseason though?
I think that you play every game the same. I mean, you practice how you should be playing.
Yeah.
And these are practice games, but they're still.
We got Holton Ahlers is our third string quarterback.
Holton Ahlers? Where did he come from?
The Holton Ahlers show. That's what I'm looking for out of this. East Carolina, 6'3", 220
drafted him this year?
pounds. I don't think we drafted him. I think we just picked him up probably.
Okay.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, I think I'm looking for. Oh wait, this is. What is this? 3 wide receiver. Oh, okay. I think I'm looking for. Does Charbonnet play? Or I don't think Walker will play really. Does Jackson Smith-Njigba come out and play?
He's playing. Lockett's not going to play.
No, I don't think Lockett will really.
I think it's
or
probably
Metcalf.
It's probably gonna be a lot of the second string, third string guys.
Some of these linemen, how are they going to perform? Drew Lock, DJ Dallas still on the team. He had a solid end of the year last year.
I like DJ Dallas's flexibility to be able to play on special teams as well.
Yep,
he can be our backup punt and kick returner, which he was.
He's great at that. He's better. He's a lot better than Travis Homer at that.
Yeah, and I think he brings a lot of energy to the team too.
Yeah.
He's not like this big time star, but
he's a good, dependable guy.
Solid, dependable guy.
Yeah.
Who doesn't get hurt. You remember even when Penny got hurt, and then Walker got hurt, he had to. he had to carry the load. What is on the bottom of
I don't know.
cup?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's probably from the dishwasher. I don't know.
You're gonna have to sanitize this desk, Aaron.
I'm looking for it too. You got this. I'm looking for the defense. You've got these huge position battles at Kobe Bryant,
Michael Jackson.
You've got
along with
Devin Witherspoon, not Reese Witherspoon.
Where do you put Witherspoon? Are they going to keep him at corner? Are they going to?
I think so.
Slide him into the safety spot because he brings.
They got to do something because Jamal Adams will be hurt. So, but Jarek Reed is.
What is the news on Jamal Adams coming out?
So
of camp?
I like that. I like that the defensive backs, the safeties, the cornerbacks. It's going to be interesting to watch them sort of battle it out in preseason. Of course the Drew Lock show. I mean, coming off getting married. I mean, he just looks like he's at a good place. I like Drew Lock. I hope
somebody must have pulled him aside and it could have been Geno. Like, look at me. I finally was like, I'm good with being a backup to help. Everybody get prepared.
He seems content with being.
Where else? What other job is he going to get that would be better than a backup quarterback anyway?
Well, I think it's great for a young player to have 3 or 4 years, 4 or 5 years to just not have the pressure on him, learn the game. Look at
get your body stronger.
It'll be great for Zach Wilson to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And so I think Drew Lock's going through that where he had all this pressure on him in Denver.
And the good thing with Zach is he'll always look like he's 10 years old even when he does start.
Yeah, exactly. But I think Geno just proved that he was the guy, and I think it took all the pressure off Drew Lock.
I don't think that he proved. I think they knew what he did.
Yeah.
Right. You see the way he spins
Geno
the ball?
And even just when he talks and when he the way he speaks to the media now, I mean, he just seems like he's leading the team well.
He's
a good leader. It seems like.
Well, he's a good guy. And did you hear the report? I thought he was going to get booted off the team because he got a DUI.
I remember when he got a DUI. I thought that was
before they
it.
got rid of Wilson.
Yeah.
They just came back and said that he was only .03.
He's barely over.
Yeah, barely over. And .08 is where you get in trouble. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the big thing was. I know it came. I was like, oh, he's going to get cut.
I just thought he was going to be out of the league.
Then all of a sudden he's a starter, and he ain't right back. And then
he ain't right back. He didn't write that ticket back.
Yeah, I know.
He did
so
not.
So what is going on with Jamal Adams? What do we have here? Because I'm not hearing anything out of camp. I'm not hearing anything about our Jordan, the linebacker.
Jordan Brooks is coming back. I think he's back. He's back soon.
Okay.
All those are going well. I know Tariq's back.
So what did D. Eskridge do?
I don't know. It just said he violated the player conduct policy
with the NFL,
which I don't know what that means. So I don't think that's gambling. Or maybe we got to ask our boy,
Marijuana?
Our insider. It could be.
But he's in Washington.
League's a league.
Yeah, that's true. I went over to Seattle this last week.
It could be. It could have been. He could have been. It could have been as simple as he was. Maybe he was taking some sort of enhancer that he shouldn't have.
Well, he does look thick.
Yeah,
he
came
bigger.
He came out big. Yeah. So.
But it was a conduct, not a. It wasn't an illegal substance.
Yeah, I don't.
It was a conduct
I don't know what that
policy.
means. Most arrests by team since 2000. Denver Broncos. That's surprising.
Yeah.
It's not that surprising, though.
How many times has Russell Wilson
What's the
been
likelihood that Russell Wilson...
Why do they show his picture?
Russell Wilson contributes. Let's do time. Broncos country, let's do time.
Yeah.
That's good. What's the likelihood Russell Wilson adds to that count this year?
I think he already has. Clearly, look at
the Vikings. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Don't let him fool you.
He probably stole one of those books.
Don't let him fool you, or that necklace that he was wearing on the plane. Bengals, no surprise there. They had Pac-Man Jones for years and got Vontaze Burfict or whatever.
Yeah. What are they at? 42? There was probably 40 of those were for
Jaguars. I mean, before they were good, what else were you going to do but go to jail down there?
Well, they had, what's that guy's, the coach?
Urban Meyer.
Yeah, Urban Meyer. Have you heard the story?
And he had the all-time craziest team in Florida when Tim Tebow was on the team.
Dude, half those guys have committed murder. And
yeah, Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, man. And the brothers.
Percy Harvin was on that team.
The brothers, the centers.
Oh, Pouncey? The Pouncey brothers?
Yeah. They're like thugs, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, straight up. And then in the middle of all that, you got our boy Tim Tebow.
He's just the saving grace, but apparently he's not influencing anyone.
Right? And vice versa. They didn't influence him, and he didn't influence them.
Yeah. I wonder what those off-the-field conversations were like. Come on, Tim. Come out with us, Tim.
Guys, bring it in. Let's all take a knee. Come on.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Pouncey, get over here.
Oh man, but I'm excited for the season to start, and looking forward to talking about this preseason game next week.
Yeah, let's really see. Let's everybody kind of keep an eye on your teams and let us know who the upcoming star is going to be on your team, and we'll talk about it. And that's going to be... I mean, what's more exciting than NFL football?
A couple things. There's a couple things in life.
Like what?
I mean, you can name a couple.
Just say it. Just say it. I know what you're thinking.
There's a lot of things. I mean, there's probably 4 or 5 things.
Is it? Yeah. I can...
What do you...
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're, other than that, there's not a whole lot of more exciting.
So, and this in most arrests by any team since the year 2000.
Broncos.
Denver Broncos leading the way, and they have a picture of Russell Wilson for the ad.
Let's ride straight to jail. Let's ride straight to jail.
Let's ride in the back seat of this cop car.
Oh, man, the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield will be adding to that for sure.
Oh, Baker for sure. He doesn't have all of his endorsements anymore, so now he's going to go steal things.
Baker. What does he have, like 7 interceptions so far, I think?
Dude, who had more commercials than Baker Mayfield in the last
He does a great commercial. He does great. He's great. He's a great commercial guy.
Mm-hmm.
Not unlike Russell Wilson. Top 2 worst commercial guys of all time.
The problem is that
but
Russell
Baker is top
one guy.
top material.
Russell is
Manning is probably the greatest commercial guy of all time.
Manning's the greatest of everything.
I mean, perfect personality. Eli's great too.
Think about this. Russell's personality, he's one guy, but he's trying to be something else.
He's trying to be somebody
and
he's
it
not.
doesn't work for him.
Yeah.
Just be yourself, Russell.
Just be you, man. Be you, because you is great. You know?
Yeah.
Just be yourself. That's a good lesson in
How
life.
many Super Bowls did you win when you were just you? And then how many have you won since Sierra, for instance?
Awkward silence.
I know, everyone agrees with me.
It's a good lesson in life. Be
Except
yourself.
for Sierra.
Be yourself, you know? Be comfortable being you. I think that's what makes a guy like Joe Burrow so great. Jalen Hurts is great.
Joe Burrow
great
came
example,
in
dude.
cool as it was. As
But
soon
that
as
was
he
him.
smoked a
That
cigar
was
at
him.
LSU
Yeah.
after winning the national championship.
That was him.
game.
And then you got, Jalen Hurts is a great example too. Just
Did
humble
you
guy,
notice
great leader.
in the quarterback that Patrick Mahomes has the same walk, whether he has a high ankle sprain or not?
Yeah,
He walks
does.
the same.
He does.
It's that.
He does. He has
I don't
that-
know
that-
what that is.
It's something, but whatever it is, it's great. And
think that's
I love it.
great?
I love
Oh,
it. I
man.
mean, as long as it works,
His voice matches his walk.
it is what it is. It is what it is.
I don't even know how he talks. Look at it. Let's get him walking. Look at him.
It's like he's got hip issues.
Yeah, look at it.
But
Yeah.
or he's like he's got a little bit of.
Why does he walk so funny? This guy's talking about it. Oh my gosh. See, everybody notices it.
What's that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's crazy. But
you
yeah,
know,
he does-
funny walk. But what do you got? You got any Bible verse, encouraging word?
Oh, I always got a Bible verse ready to go.
Okay.
How about you? Do you have one?
I don't have one ready to go, but I can go.
Really?
I mean, I've got stuff to say.
Okay. We'll go. You want to say one?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I just more of an encouraging word. You know, I I think it's important to, not let, as much as we're obviously on social media and we're on Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. Just be careful how much consumption that you're consuming. I think like anything, consumption of social media can be really powerful, can be really good, but then just like anything, it could be bad. And so I know the last couple of weeks have really been working on kind of putting our phones away after a certain time.
I think that's a great idea.
Or not scrolling as much, or not looking at every story or whatever. None of those things are bad necessarily, but it's really helped us just be more present, have more feeling. It just, you can get in that mode of, you're scrolling.
I have an idea for a
you
business.
see things and you're like, you don't want to be jealous of someone or whatever, but you
Sure.
are, or you're frustrated so and so is hanging out with so and so, or stuff in life that you just you shouldn't be frustrated about. But so use it for your benefit.
I like the idea of shutting it off early.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like 7:00 and you feel like you need to be on it,
But you don't.
but you don't. Yeah, you don't miss anything.
Dude, before we even had these things, I was thinking about this while I'm in Seattle over the weekend. I'm like, gosh, I used to just come to Seattle and you literally just had even when you just had a regular phone before all the smart stuff was on it. It was just a flip phone or whatever.
Yep.
Or even prior to that, somebody needed to get a hold of you, they had to call your room number at your hotel.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
great. Yeah.
And you always told everybody where you were or whatever. Now you just instant, right?
You just
can
know.
Follow, you can see your whatever. But I think it's important, and I think that this can be a great tool of things for business, memories, all that kind of stuff. But it can also be something to cause you to stumble. So if you are,
I think it's
stumbling,
hard to. You have access to anything you want on social media. Everyone. And it's not really meant to be that way. I think.
I've been off it more recently.
Yeah. I mean, I like it, and I think it could be a powerful thing. But, but just like anything, I mean,
It's
moderation.
anything, right?
Alcohol.
Eating.
Eating. Eating's a great example. I mean, it's an addiction.
Everything's in moderation.
It's an addiction.
Yeah, and
it can become an addiction, just like anything else. I just think God didn't design us to live that way.
No, He designed us to be relational.
Yeah.
And be out and being relational and.
There's people who are like, oh, how come they're not hanging out? Why are we not hanging out with them? And then we're upset at them or whatever. Not actually, but there's that tendency. And then, but then like 3 weeks later, that person texts us and we hang out. It's like, I don't know. That's just an example of kind of the false. And everybody posts their highlight reel on social media, and so you see life you see people's highlight reels,
Yeah, with the cool music
so
playing.
you tend to,
you're
yeah,
like,
you tend to
wow.
think, oh man, everybody has a great life, but how come I don't, or whatever.
I actually stopped posting as much stuff because I felt really bad because people would say, "Oh, you have such a great life. Like, wow, you get to, and I'm like, what? Like, I work
You don't know.
hard. Like, yes, I am blessed, absolutely, but I didn't like that people were saying that to me, so I stopped posting so much.
Yeah, I think it's just be careful not to try to live your life for the image that you're giving off. Just be happy with your life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and
so-
if you're so happy that you're sharing it, which I do, great.
Well, it's fun. I mean, I love it now that I get these things that say, 10 years ago, 7 years ago, and it's my kids.
I know the memories. I love the memories.
And I send them off to my kids, and we talk about it. Remember that
the memories
day.
are pretty cool.
That's really a great thing.
Those things are cool.
Yeah, because, you don't just wake up thinking about something 10 years ago very often. But when it pops up on your phone, you're like, oh, what a great day. I could still remember that.
I see pictures of myself, and it might not be a positive thing at this point.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's crazy.
But anyway, I think that's,
I'm like a fine wine. I just get better looking
you're
with
lucky.
age.
Yeah, I'm going through the midlife crisis. I'm getting a little bit gray in my beard.
That's
changing.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just get better. I had an ex-girlfriend tell me one time. She's like, you're really attractive now, but I wouldn't have been attracted to you in your 30s. I was like, what kind of a comment is that?
I don't know. That's an interesting one. But
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's probably about it. Let us know. What are you looking forward to? Training camp. Super excited for the Hawks season.
Did you actually do a Bible verse?
No, just more of a lesson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more of a lesson.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, more of a lesson.
Yeah, that's a great lesson, though.
Yeah,
I think that's
it's something I'm going through.
Yeah.
So I mean,
maybe we should challenge everybody to
just
turn your
moderation.
phones off. Be in the moment with your families, with your spouse, with your loved ones, with your girlfriend.
If you feel yourself
wife, boyfriend,
with
husband.
anxiety or anything like that, just lay back a little bit. Lay back a little bit. Stop watching so many Patrick Mahomes videos and listening to his voice so much. You'll probably get a little better.
I saw. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he's kind of a motivational speaker guy. But he said, to help your marriage, he said you should spend 90 minutes a week talking about your life with your spouse.
It's tough to do.
90 minutes a week.
It's tough to do.
And then you should go on at least one date, if not two.
Yeah. I love it.
I was like, wow.
I love it. All right,
let's do this.
Good week. Have a great week, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, don't forget to tell us about your upcoming player in the NFL that we need to watch, stars to be, that are going to get the next big contract. Let's hear about it.
Boom.
That's it. Section 325 podcast. We'll see you next time.